Welcome to a brand new lesson with me, Prajit. Are you a new poker player? Are you trying to learn poker and improve? Are you doing it the right way by grinding at the low stakes and slowly trying to beat the game and move up? Well, if your answer is a yes, then this lesson is just for you, my friend. I'm going to tell you how to beat the game and crawl up the ladder of higher stakes, leading to higher payouts and a much better lifestyle. Micro stakes games are games where you can start very small and take affordable risks. Poker at the micro stakes is where most of us start our poker journey. Therefore, it is essential to begin creating good habits that we can carry over to the higher stakes. These games are full of noobs who tend to make big fundamental mistakes, but as you move up in the stakes, the game becomes a lot more challenging and exciting. Let me take you through some of the most important considerations and challenges you need to be aware of while moving up in stakes. Firstly, you should never be in a hurry to move up in stakes. There are many considerations you need to reflect on, with your win rate being one of the most important ones. For instance, if you were crushing your tables with a steady win rate and a green line, then you should consider moving up. But if the answer is not positive, then you need to work on your game, probably take the help of your peers, and take one of our #poker courses to improve. Another critical consideration linked to this is one regarding your bankroll. It would be best if you always had close to 200 buy-ins for your stakes. So even if you're crushing at a particular stake, you should not move up unless you have the required bankroll to sustain at the higher stakes. One more consideration would be to look at the potential players and competition that you'll be facing at the highest stakes and understand how to tackle the challenges presented by them. It would be best if you watch the highest stake table days before you even plan to play on that game. Consistently monitor the table and make effective and efficient notes on the mistakes and also the praiseworthy moves that your opponents are making. Now let's move on to some of the new challenges. The first challenge is the rake and taxes involved in playing poker. When playing cash games, you will be subjected to heavy rake close to about 5% in every pot. However, this over a long session accumulates to a pretty reasonable amount. And on top of this, there is heavy taxation on your winnings too. Because of this, poker is sometimes viewed as a negative-sum game. But this challenge is common for everybody and you shouldn't get disheartened by it. If you want to avoid the rake and taxation, you can always play for free on the #poker app and still win big and exciting rewards. One more challenge is playing against brilliant professional poker players at the highest stakes. You would realize that these regs put in a lot of volume and are very consistent when making correct plays. This is a part of their game, but you will never improve if your competition does not get tougher. So the only way you can tackle this challenge is through consistently studying and reviewing your play. Learning will eventually give you an edge over your competitors, and reviewing will help you work on your mistakes and continuously improve. However, at higher stakes, studying is everything. And without the right tools, you will find it extremely difficult to navigate and develop an edge over your opponents. So, to summarize, for you to have a successful transition from low stakes to high stakes players, you need to keep the following tips in mind. First, work on your ranges, especially when you're at the micro stakes. Have a good command of your pre-flop ranges and be comfortable navigating the flop, turn, and the river. Second, remember that the table selection is crucial. While joining a table, keep the fish and aggressive plays on your right and the nits to your left. Number 3, make sure that you make a proper study routine and constantly review your game. Next, always play within your bankroll and have at least 200 buy-ins when deciding to move up in stakes. And finally, try and put a lot of volume, as this will help you tackle the variance and achieve profitability in the long run. Please remember that moving up in stakes may take a few attempts to succeed. Sometimes short-term variance would not be on your side. Even top players can fail multiple times because of this very reason. The key is not to give up though. If things don't go well at first, then move back to your old stakes for a while and grind back whatever you may have lost. Try again and eventually it will click. Once you stick with it and become a new regular at your new high stakes, you will probably wonder what all the fuss was about in the first place. Well, that's it for this lesson, guys. Good luck climbing up the ladder.